Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to my very own channel called UFC Dri. Now, I'm Adrian Blest, but you can call me Dri. A-Dri-N, right? Dri. That's what my nickname. But today I am UFC Dri, and this is my new channel called UFC Dri. All right? Now, the reason I started this channel is because there's a lot of you out there who are wondering, what is this fight that everyone's talking about? Now, I'm not an expert at fights, right? I'm a huge super fan when it comes to fighting. I watch boxing, I watch UFC, but mostly UFC. Every single Saturday, I'm glued to the TV. I'm watching the prelims, early prelims, all the way to the main event. I have people over all the time to watch the fights with me, and I am so excited to start this channel because, as you may know, you may have come from another channel, you may have come from my Instagram, you may have come from wherever. I don't know where you're coming from, but, as long as you're not coming from, you know what I mean? Don't be coming to my, anyways. But I am excited because I started this channel for one reason and one reason only. I want to get you hyped for these fights, bro. Okay, look it. Now, there's a lot of people out there who are wondering, what is UFC? What is UFC 319? Why do my friends keep inviting me to this? Why is everyone talking about this guy, Khamzat Chimeav? Why is everyone talking about this guy, DDP, Dricus Du Plessis? There's a lot of questions out there. And my job, my goal is to make you excited, to make you hype for these fights because I, myself, am super effing freaking dog nabbit hyped for these fights because they are going to be incredible, okay? So, my job here is to bring you my little opinion. I'm not a fighting expert. I'm not going to break down the fights. I'm not going to be like, well, this guy's good at wrestling and this guy, I might do a little bit of that, but I'm not a fighter. I'm not a betting expert. I lost 90% of my bets, and that's fine. Whatever. I'm not here to help you pick fights. I'm not here to help you break down the fights, but I'm just a super fan who loves UFC, and I'm here to talk to you about why this is important to me and why this is exciting and why this is something you should be watching tonight on Saturday because this is going to be an incredible, incredible fight, all right? So, UFC 319 in Chicago, Illinois goes down tonight at 7 p.m. Well, East, my time, Western. I'm in California, but I'm here to talk about these fights right here and why is it important to me, why you, the viewers at home, should be watching this, all right? So, here we go. We have two of the greatest fighters in their prime right now, ready to fight tonight. We have the middleweight champion, Dricus Du Plessis, the South African beast, tank of a fucking man, Dricus Du Plessis, who has beaten some of my favorite fighters. If you see, my favorite fighter, Israel Adesanya, was demolished by this guy. He's the real African champion. I hate to say it, but he is. All right. So we have Dricus Du Plessis versus who we consider in the UFC the boogeyman, the scariest motherfucker that has ever existed in the UFC, named Khamzat Chimeav. All right. Now, why this fight is important? Well, one, this guy Dricus Du Plessis is a champion, right? Everyone knows what a champion is. You guys know what a champion is. Well, this guy right here, he's the champion. Okay, and not only is he the champion, but he has beaten some of the greatest fighters that we have seen in the UFC. Robert Whittaker took him out. Robert Whittaker, Bobby Knuckles, that's the man, dude. He took him out so easily, it was insane, right? No one expected that, but he did it, all right? Israel Adesanya, my favorite fighter, probably what I would consider one of the greatest fighters of my generation, demolished him, scary fashion, choked him out, made him quit. Scary, dude. It's never happened before. He did it to him. And I might have cried that night. That's fine. Whatever. Who cares? Some tears might have shed from my eyes. And I might have seen my favorite fighter just be destroyed. And that's fine. It happens. I don't even want to talk about it. But he beat him. He beat Sean Strickland twice. That racist motherfucker, Sean Strickland, you know him? The Nazi? The Donald Trump's favorite fighter? That guy, he beat him, right? Okay. He beat him twice. Crazy, dude. Beat him twice. All right. So, that is your champion. He's in his prime. He's a beast of a motherfucker. He is durable. He's insane. This guy is just remarkable champion, okay? But he is going up against who everyone in the UFC considers the boogeyman, Khamzat Chimeav. All right. Now, the reason why everyone considers Khamzat Chimeav the boogeyman is because this Chechnyan motherfucker over here with no mustache and a full beard is going ham in the UFC. I think he started in 2020, had, I think, 3 fights in 2020. One of those fights, and 2 of those fights, actually, I should say, were a week apart. All right. He demolished every single person in the UFC. He wrestles like a motherfucker. He can strike. He has no mustache, and he's scary. Okay. He also has a cleft lip, which makes him a little more scarier. Okay. So this guy right here, which let me get rid of this little I don't know what's going on here, but this guy right here, Khamzat Chimeav, is so scary, dude. Like, I'm scared of him. I have nightmares about this guy. Right. This guy is a monster, and he is finally, after 5 years, finally getting his title shot against what is considered one of the most awkward, stylistically insane championship fighters in his prime. Both of these guys are in their prime right now. Now, it's really scary because Dricus Du Plessis, as much as everyone hates him, and people love to hate him because he's a weirdo and he kisses his coaches, people love him, but they also hate him. But he's a champion, and he's really good. Even though he's awkward, he's really good, okay? But Dricus is fighting Khamzat Chimeav, the boogeyman. He takes people's souls, dude. You remember that guy that I was talking about, Robert Whittaker, who Dricus Du Plessis beat? Previous champion, who Israel Adesanya, my favorite fighter, had one of the best fights, a legendary fight with. You know that guy? Khamzat Chimeav took him and broke his fucking jaw in 1 round. It's never been done before. It's insane, dude. He broke his teeth into his mouth. He had to eat through a straw like Kanye West after his accident for so long, dude. It's insane. So these guys are fighting, and they're fighting tonight, and I'm hyped as fuck, right? And I want you guys to be hyped as fuck because it's a great fight. Now, this card is super fucking stacked. Besides this main event, which I'm super hyped for, this is the fight to watch. Everyone's talking about it. Your friends are probably talking about it. Everyone's talking about it because it's one of the greatest fights that's ever happened to us. That fight is happening tonight. But it's not just that fight, dude. It's not just that fight. There are other fighters on this card that are insane. And I'm going to break it down for you so you can understand. Lerone Murphy, this guy right here, Lerone Murphy, versus Aaron Pico. Aaron Pico, it is his debut in the UFC from Bellator. His record is, let's see, this motherfucker is 13-4. They don't even have a picture for him because he's brand new to the UFC. But this guy right here is a motherfucker, dude. He is scary. He is ripped as fuck. He knocks people out. Insane. Super scary. Here's the thing. He's going against Lerone Murphy. My guy. Lerone, the Miracle Murphy. This guy is a monster as well. Buff as shit. From London, UK, the UK motherfuckers. You know, I love my London guys. He's fighting tonight. Undefeated. Great striker. But going against Aaron Pico, another striker who is also super scary, dude. This is going to be a stand-up fight. This is going to be one of those fights that you're just like, it's going to be fucking crazy. If you're a newcomer, if you're inviting your friends over, this is one of those fights that everyone should pay attention to and everyone's going to be hyped to watch. That's a great one. That's a co-main event, dude. That's your main event and your co-main event. That's insane. Now, let's go down even further. We got Jeff Hands of Steel Neal, dude. This guy right here, do you understand? This guy is a gangster, dude. He's fought the toughest of the toughest opponents. He always does work, stand-up, ground, whatever you want to do, this guy's there. He doesn't get taken down very easily. He doesn't get knocked out very easily. He always is down to scrap, but he's going against Carlos Prates, the smoky mother. Let me take a hit of my vape just for Carlos. If I had a cigarette, I'd smoke one for you. Actually, I might have some cigarettes. I might find one and smoke one for him. Carlos Prates is a motherfucker. He's insane, dude. He's scary. He knocks out every single person that he fights. His last fight, he fought Ian Gary. Ian Gary, a lot of you hate him. That's fine. I like Ian Gary. But Carlos Prates fought Ian Gary. Big step up in competition. He lost. Okay, it's fine. Ian Gary's a smart fighter. He kind of ran around, did his thing. He frustrated Carlos Prates. He wasn't able to knock him out. But Carlos Prates isn't going to lose twice. The Fighting Nerds, if you guys don't know, is a collection of fighters from Brazil. They're all pretty much undefeated, except, a couple of them lost now. But they're insane. They're on an insane run, crazy run. And Carlos Prates is one of those dudes who is just like, he doesn't care, dude. He smokes 8 cigarettes a day. He comes out, he smokes cigarettes on his fight days, dude. Like, he's warming up, goes and takes a cigarette break, and then comes back and then knocks people out. That's crazy. So, Carlos Prates, fighting nerds, fighting Jeff Hands of Steel Neal, gangster ass fight. I'm super hyped. Carlos Prates is a favorite to win this fight. I also agree. I think he's going to win this fight. I don't think he's going to lose twice in a row. And Jeff, as much as I love this guy, sorry, buddy, but you're probably done. Okay, next fight. Jared Cannonier, the Killer Gorilla, best nickname in the UFC, in my opinion, versus Michael Venom Page. Now, MVP, Michael Venom Page, is a guy who came also from Bellator, kind of like this guy right here, Aaron Pico, right? He has one of the most unique styles that has ever been seen in MMA fighting, besides maybe Wonderboy Thompson, all right? This guy right here is a beast. He's so scary. He knocks people out. He embarrasses people. He dances on them. He's insane. He has been going between middleweight and welterweight, I think, or lightweight. I don't know what he's been doing. But he's a big motherfucker. But Jared Cannonier, he started at heavyweight, went down to lightweight, and now is in middleweight. He has knockouts recorded in 3 different weight classes. Insane, scary guy, but he's a little timid when it comes to fighting sometimes, or at least engaging in the fight. Venom Page, he's not going to be intimidated. He's not going to be scared. And during the face-offs, this guy was right there with him, dude. I thought Jared Cannonier was going to be way bigger than Michael Venom Page. Not the case. MVP is just as big as him, if not bigger, which is very scary. And with his skill set, it's going to make a fucking great fight. Really entertaining. Just something that you could tell your friends about. Something that you could get your friends engaged with and hyped about. That's going to be one of those ones. All right? I got Michael Venom Page winning that fight. I like the Killer Gorilla. Don't get me wrong, but MVP, that's my guy. I think he gets it. Okay? Next fight, Tim Elliott, a veteran in the UFC, versus Kai Asakura, who is from, I think, Ryzen or One Championship. He's fighting out of Japan. He was like the man. He's the man in Japan, dude. Like literally the fucking man in Japan, which rhymes, which is great. Maybe that should be his nickname, the man in Japan. But he is insane. He came from, I think, Ryzen or One Championship. He was a champion over there. Basically, the champion at flyweight right now is Alexander Pantoja. All right, Pantoja. The thing about him is that no one could fucking beat him. All right, and there was no competition for him because he's beating everybody in the fucking flyweight division. So they got this guy from Japan, Kai Sakura, to come over here and fight our champion, Pantoja. Everyone was like, "This is gonna be one of the craziest fights." Blah 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 blah. Pantoja embarrassed him. Literally put him to sleep, I think in the first or second round. Put him to sleep, and Kai Sakura went home and cried, and went home to Japan, ate some fucking sushi, and was like, I need to get my shit together. Started over from scratch, and now he is fighting a veteran, Tim Elliott, which will be a great fight, but I'm pretty sure Kai Sakura is going to style on him and just knock him out. Unless Tim Elliott, like, wrestles him, takes him down. But there's a reason why Kai Sakura is a minus 310, because he's going to knock his ass out. Okay? Also a great fight. That's your main card right there, guys. Do you see that? Dricus Du Plessis versus Khamzat Chimeav. Incredible fight. 2 guys at their prime. Lerone Murphy, undefeated fighter, versus Aaron Pico, one of the strongest fucking knockout artists in Bellator, who is coming to make his UFC debut. Will the lights be too bright for him? Who knows? We'll see. All the other Bellator fighters have failed, except for MVP. But he might be the guy to prove everyone wrong, and he might be the first person to stop Lerone Murphy. Who knows? But I think Lerone might get it, because Lerone's my guy. All right, Carlos Prates, fighting nerds, beast, motherfucker, smokes cigarettes, versus Jeff Hands of Steel Neal. That's going to be a great fight. I'm super excited for that. Jared Cannonier versus Michael Venom Page. I'm so excited for that fight. It's going to be so sick. Tim Elliott, Kai Sakura, great fight. Kai Sakura is probably going to style on him. It's going to be dope. Now, we get to our prelims. This guy, who I can't even pronounce his name, which I'm sure I will learn very soon, because this guy right here, he is from Russia, obviously. He trains with the boogeyman, Khamzat Chimeav, who also said that he is insane and so strong and just so good. He was on Dana White's Contender Series. Contender Series? Yeah, he was on Dana White's Contender Series on Tuesday. Today is Saturday. He was on Tuesday. He knocked out the guy in the first round with a body kick that I've never seen before. He literally made the guy spit out his guts and cry and die and got signed to the UFC. Dana White said, let's get this guy on the next immediate card, which happened to be on Saturday. So in 4 days, this guy is making his UFC debut off of the Dana White Contender Series. Now, he's going against this guy, Eric Nolan, who was talking a lot of shit. I'm sorry, dude, but there's a reason why you're a plus 625 and this guy's a minus 900. Unheard of. Minus 900, that's fucking insane. Now, if Eric Nolan comes through and does some wild-ass shit and upsets him, it'll be really fucking crazy. Doubt it. I'm pretty sure this guy, Basangar, is going to kill this motherfucker. Like, literally kill him. And it'll be a great start to our main event because they're friends, all right? Now, Gerald Meerschaert versus Michael Olejniczak, okay? Michael Olejniczak is a beast. Gerald Meerschaert, he's a veteran. He's been here a long time. He got knocked out by one punch from our guy, Khamzat. Pretty sure it's going to be a bad night for him as well. If Khamzat's on the card and Gerald Meerschaert's on the card, it's going to be a bad night for Gerald Meerschaert every single time. So, Michael Olejniczak, you got this, bro. All right, now we move on to Jessica Andrade, one of the scariest women to fight in the UFC. She's basically a man. Her strength, her arms, she's fucking crazy, okay? This woman is insane, knockout artist, but she's going against Lupi Godinez, who is pretty fucking hot for a UFC fighter, I'm not going to lie. From Mexico, I'm Mexican, I got to go with Lupi. Lupi has more skills, I think. I think she'll take it, but it's going to be an exciting fight. Anytime Jessica Andrade fights, it's a good fight. Anytime Lupi fights, it's a pretty good fight. So, let's see how it goes. Probably go to decision, but there's a chance that it doesn't. And if it doesn't, it'll be fucking exciting. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. All right. Now, we get to the gangster of all gangsters in the motherfucking world, Chase Hooper, all right? Now, Chase Hooper, if you guys don't know, is literally from O-Block, Chicago. He's killed like 17 people. He's running from the cops right now. This guy wears a do-rag on the regular. He's just the scariest gangster motherfucker in the world. You know how in every hood and every gang there's that one white dude who's like crazy? That's Chase Hooper, all right? Chase Hooper is a Brazilian jiu-jitsu expert. Literally, if he gets you on the ground, it's over. Whether it's ground or pound or it's a jiu-jitsu game, he's going to submit you or beat you up. And he's going to put a do-rag on, and he's going to smoke a black and mild afterwards, all right? That guy right there is scary. He's young. He's one of the youngest fighters in the UFC. He's been fighting for a long time now. I think he's only 25, and he's been doing it for a long time, but he is obviously favored because he's the fucking man. He's a gangster, dude. He got knighted with the do-rag this week. If you guys want to follow my UFC Instagram page or TikTok, it is UFC Dri on Instagram and TikTok. You can see my videos about him being a gangster there. Now, this guy, Alexander Hernandez, he's cool, whatever, but you're going to lose. So, whatever. Now, Edson Barbosa, also a legend in the game. He's been fighting for a long time. Drakkar Klose, I like his name, Drakkar. If there was one more K in it, there would be a problem. All right? But this guy, Drakkar Klose, he's pretty fucking good. He's tough, but Edson Barbosa is like, he's like the, what's the guy who, the guy who Conor McGregor got the belt from? He's kind of like that guy, but he's not him. But he's very similar to him. So, the guy with the scar, you know what I'm talking about? I don't remember his name. I can't think of it right now. But that's going to be a great fight. Legend versus a new up-and-comer guy. Not up-and-comer. He's been here for a while, but it's going to be a great fight. Who really fucking cares? It will still be fun. I'm not super interested in it. It's not going to mean anything to anybody, but it'll be fun. All right. Now, this girl, Karine Silva versus Doyan Barbosa. I don't know. She looks scary. I don't know anything about her, but she looks fucking scary. Those braids look tight, and I'm scared of her. Her face looks like Ants. You know what I mean? That movie Ants, remember that? She looks like that. And she's from Brazil. But Karine Silva is a motherfucker. And that afro is sexy. I like it. I'm going for Karine Silva. I don't really know too much, but I'm going for her. And look, she's a favorite. So I guess everyone else is going for her too. So we'll give it to her. All right. Early prelims. These guys, don't know anything about them. But when it comes down to Kazakhstan fighters, don't fuck with them. All right, because the other Kazakhstan fighter that we know is, I don't remember his name, but, Shavkat Rakhmonov. That guy, scary, and my girlfriend thinks he's hot. So, whatever, but he's from Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan fighters usually don't lose, so I'm going for this guy. All right, so here's your picks. If you guys want to do some betting, this guy right here, Alibi Idris, he's gonna win. All right, Carini Silva, definitely gonna win. This one, Edson's kind of on his he's falling off. He's kind of old. Even though he's favorite to win, I think Drakkar Klose might pull it off just because he's like the younger guy. I think he might get it. Chase Super, he's a gangster. He wore a do-rag this week. He's definitely winning. That's all I'm saying. Lupi Godinez, she's hotter. I'm going to vote for Lupi Godinez here. Gerald Meerschaert versus Michael Olajeszek. I saw Gerald Meerschaert get knocked out by one punch, so this guy's losing. Sorry, buddy. This guy, Bersinger, yeah, he's a minus 950. If you put your money on Eric Nolan, you're dumb. I know it's a great bet, and there's some miracle that he might win. Yeah, it's a miracle for a reason. It's not going to happen. Tim Elliott, he shaved his beard. He shaved his hair. He looks like really good now. He got a nice haircut. He got a fade and all that shit. Unless he can take Kyle Sakura down, and maybe that's his plan, is just take him down and just wrestle him and just do him that way. But I'm pretty sure Kyle Sakura's worked on his wrestling after that last fight, and I don't think he's going to get taken down that easily, and he's probably just going to style on him. So let's go with Kyle Sakura for this one, okay? Jared Cannonier versus Michael Venom Page. As much as I love the Killer Gorilla, and he's so strong and so cool and so tough, and I think his birthday's around the same time as me, and he's like a Pisces, and he's very spiritual, just like me. Spirituality ain't gonna help you, buddy. Michael Venom Page is gonna throw a Pokeball at your ass and catch you, and then send you to the fucking Poke League. You know what I mean? And that's it. Sorry, Michael Venom Page. All right, Carlos Prates versus Jeff Neal. As soon as this fight starts, I'm lighting up a heater. I'm literally smoking a cigarette, and I'm gonna vote for Carlos Prates. This is my guy. Fighting nerds, they don't lose. They're the shit. And Jeff Neal, as tough as he is, and it's gonna be a great fight, I don't think Carlos Prates will lose twice. So that's that. Now this one, little tougher. I think this can go either way. Lerone Murphy's undefeated, and I think a lot of people are counting him out. If he wins, he's right up there for a title shot. Aaron Pico, if he wins, he's proving that he, like this Bellator guys, he's the man in Bellator. And if he wins and he's buff as fuck, it's going to be a tough one, man. That's a toss-up. I can go either way. I'll be happy either way. Aaron Pico, I like him because I think he's Mexican or some shit. He reminds me of like my cousin or something. But Lerone Murphy, I mean, come on, bro. I love them England man. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go with Lerone Murphy. I kind of want Lerone Murphy to win, but if Aaron Pico wins, I won't be upset. All right. And then your main event, Dricus Du Plessis versus Khamzat Chimeav. I mean, either way, I'm not betting on this fight because I think it could go either way. Either Khamzat overwhelms him, and this is what everyone's been saying. Khamzat overwhelms him in the first round, takes him down, beats the fuck out of him. But if Dricus Du Plessis wins and somehow survives that, then yeah, it's going to be fucking crazy. So, I don't know, man. One thing that I will say is that Khamzat Chimeav, I live in Huntington Beach. Khamzat Chimeav has been living and training in Huntington Beach for the last month. I went around and drove around for 2 hours looking for his Airbnb. Didn't find it. Didn't see him. It's fine. I just wanted to say what's up. But didn't see him, didn't meet him. But one day, maybe I will, I just wanted to see how tall this motherfucker was, how scary he looked in real life. And it would have been cool to meet him, but I didn't. It's fine. But Dricus Du Plessis kisses his coach on the mouth, and that kind of love might do it for him. So I don't know what's going to happen. But it's going to be a great fight either way. I have like 20 people coming over to watch these fights with me right now. So I'm going to go watch the fights. My next video will be more in depth. It will be better. It will be more, how you say, tasty, you know what I mean? Something like that. I'm going to have actual like clips. Now, the one thing about me that I'll say is that I am obsessed with UFC content. I watch Ariel Helwani Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I watch every single interview. So I'm going to break down kind of interviews, things that people say, things that you guys don't see normally. I watch all the embeddeds. I watch all the countdown. I watch all the I watch the weigh-in show. I watch the ceremonial weigh-ins. I watch the press conference. All that stuff I'm going to take clips from. I'm going to be posting it on my Instagram and on my TikTok at UFC Dri. So go follow that if you guys are interested in seeing some content there. My videos like this will be on my YouTube. where I'll be not breaking down fights, because I'm not, like I said, I'm not a fucking expert, dude. I'm not gonna come in here and tell you like DDP is a black belt in wrestling, men and kissing them on the mouth, and Khamzat Chimeav is like, a wolf who eats puppies alive and shit. I'm not gonna say all that. I will, but I won't. But I'm going to give you guys my opinion. I'm going to tell you guys why these fights are important, why these fights are cool, why they're fun, why you should watch them, why you should tell people to watch them with you, and why you should smoke a cigarette when Carlos Prates comes out and fights, all right? So that's my channel. That's me. I'm Dri. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is my first time doing this, so it's going to get better. If you guys saw my setup right now, it's so fucking raggedy right now. Like, I'm still trying to set everything up and get everything ready. But my plan is to do this for all the big cards, even some of the small cards, So if you guys are interested in this, you guys like this, please follow, like, do all that shit. And until next time, guys, I love you. Have fun. Make some money. Drink some drinks. Smoke some cigarettes. Smoke some weed if you want. Whatever you want to do. I'll probably do all three. And that's me. I'm UFC Dri. Till next time, I love y'all. Peace.